Hello and how are you? My name is Mohindo Mubarak and I welcome you to the 11th video of creating a complete e-commerce application using plain PHP. In previous video, we were able to add a product into our e-commerce shop. Now in this video, we're going to start straight from there, whereby we're going to list those products in the administrator's dashboard. And then we'll also go ahead and learn how we can do the deletion part and also the edit part, and then also start working on the displaying these products in the front end on the side of clients if the time will allow. So that's what we're going to do today. So we have a lot of things to put together. So let's go ahead and get started from where I stopped at in the previous video straight. So as you can see, this is our project. I've already opened it, and this is where we stopped at. So we created the categories where we can list the categories, but we have not created a section where we can list the products on the side of administrator. So let's go ahead and create that section where we can list the product on the side of what? Of administrator. You can see we have the section of categories. So let's go ahead and do that. So to do that, I'll come to our project, and then this file of listing the products is going to look much more like this one that lists the what? The categories. So let's go ahead and create that one for categories, for products, by just extending or duplicating that one of admin categories, this one. So let's go ahead and do that. So this is admin categories. Where is it? Admin categories, it is here. So we're going to change this one. We're going to just duplicate it and make it admin product. So I'll copy it and then paste it. So it is here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to edit it and name this one as admin products. So this is the section where the administrator will be viewing the product. I think the file is already there. Only what we need is to implement the logic. So I'll copy this, what's in this data of admin products. I'll copy it all here. This one that is in admin categories, so I can delete even this one because we already have it. But if you don't have it, you can go ahead and create your own. So I'll come here to admin products here, and then I'll paste there. Oh, you can see the problem. This is admin products add, and then this is admin products. So I'm going to paste there the categories, the one that I've just copied from categories. This one. So admin products is looking like this, looks like this of admin categories. Okay. So now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add this one in the sidebar, so that it should be accessible. So if you did not have this admin products file, so go ahead and do it, and you can just copy that of admin categories and paste it here. So let's go ahead and put that in the sidebar. Let's go ahead and put it in the sidebar of administrator so that it should be accessible. So I'll go ahead to my files and then look for sidebar. Files, and then sidebar is here. So let's go ahead and add admin products. So we have here products category, and then create products, create product. We'll organize these things later. So I'm going to duplicate this option, this option of product here. So we're in this sidebar. So let's go ahead and duplicate this one. You have products categories, then you can just call this one products as it is. So let's go ahead and look for this. So the link here of products is going to be admin-products.php. So I'll rename it as admin-products.php, meaning that if someone clicks here, he'll be proceeded to what? To products file. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and now refresh and see. So if we refresh right now, we can see products is there now. So if I click on products, I can see the same file, almost the same file. The same UI. But the reality is this file has done what? Has changed. So let me go ahead and work with that file now and modify this file. So instead of having products category, I'm going to come here to products here, and I'm going to change this one from products category to products. like this. So let's go ahead and refresh. So we can see here products, so meaning you're now on the right file. So the next thing that we're going to do, we're going now to add here real products. Okay, we're going to add here real products. So to do that, we'll just simply come to this top where we are selecting the categories, and I'm going to change it to what? To products. So it's going to be products instead. It's just a matter of changing the naming. I'm going to call this one products equals to db select, and then here we are going to put products. So this is a simple select method, so we don't need to rewrite the SQL. So it's going to be products, and you're going to order by ascending, meaning the last product that was added, it should show on the top. So let's go ahead and refresh. Now of course we're going to get the error because we have not put this as in the loop. So I'm going to come on bottom here and look where there's a loop. The loop is here, and change this one to what? To products. So if I go ahead and refresh, of course we'll see we have only 2 products. So now let's go ahead and substitute now the what? The names, if possible, the what? The photos. So to do that, I will just simply come and put here maybe this naming. I can change it to pro, so it can be slightly different or meaningful. So the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to change here the name. Okay, this name. Then we'll go ahead and change the pricing. See? So let's go ahead and do that. So we'll just simply come here where there is this name, and we're going to grab it, and then you're going to replace it with the name of the product. So to do that, we'll just simply put a question mark like this, and put PHP and open question mark and put like this. So here I'm going to put the equal sign here, equal sign like this, and then you're going to name here as, you're going to put here the name by accessing it from this keyword pro, and I'm going to put it also here pro, and then I point at the name because we made the product name to become the name and the product item in the table. So let's go ahead and refresh. So if you refresh, you can see, oh, it's supposed to be an array, not a object. So just go ahead and open the square bracket and pass the name like this. So if you come and refresh, now we can see the product name has been listed there. So after listing the product name, now the second thing that we're going to do, we are going now to put the price. Okay, we're going to put the price here. So to do that, we'll just simply come and copy this and put here the price. Okay, price like this. So we can refresh, we have the prices there. So the next thing that you're going to do, we are going to put maybe, okay, for now we can leave that. You can even go ahead and put sales, but this one can come later. Okay, so now the next thing we can do, maybe we can put now the picture or the photos. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. But that's not going to be a simple thing. You're going to do some logic, you know. When we are saving this photo, we save them in format of JSON. So getting the photo will not just be straight by just putting the photo name. No, remember we have a JSON that is containing each photo's original photo and its respective thumbnail. So we're going to need to first decode those JSONs and make sure if these photos are really there before we do what? Before we display them. So let's go ahead and do that by just simply coming to here and first dump whatever comes from what? From database. So let's first dump and we see. So just simply say echo pre-tag and then say print underscore r print underscore r, and then we pass the products, and then let's start here. Okay, so we just want to look at how structured our product is. So you can see how structured our product is. So let's go ahead and get this product 0 and see what we'll come up with. So I can say maybe p equals to, and then can just go ahead and dump this, say maybe 0. Want to get a specific product, and we see how we can get those images out of it. So if I refresh, you'll see we'll have this. So it means that if we want to get the image, you'll have to come and pass here photos here, photos. So let's go ahead and do that by just simply passing the parameter of photos. I mean your photos race. So if I refresh, you see we have a string of what? A string of photos. So once we have the string of photos, as you know, this photos is not just a single photo. It is containing the thumbnail. At the same time, it is containing the photo, the original photo itself. So you need to decode this JSON, so that should be meaningful. So what we are going to do, maybe we are going to create a method that will be doing for us that task of decoding those decoding those photos, images, not for, so that we should not repeat ourselves again and again. So let's go ahead and write that method. We're going to call it get product photos or get photos. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go to our functions, our file of functions here, this file of functions, and then we're going to create a what? We're going to create a what? Function that can decode for us this JSON and return for us at least meaningful what? Meaningful image. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to just say function get product image, or can say get product thumbnail. Okay, so this will be just getting for us a single thumbnail of a product. So it will be taking a what? It will be taking a JSON, okay, a JSON file. I mean a JSON string. So after doing that, we can now go ahead and see if this string. Let us first set a default link or a default image, img equals to maybe assets stroke default dot png, or no image dot no underscore image dot jpg. So this is an image that will be returning. We'll create an image called no image, and we'll put it in assets. So that's the image that will be returning in case there is something wrong. So instead of showing that there was completely no image, we'll be returning this kind of image, and this image will really put it there. So we're going to first check if this JSON is null. Okay, we'll check if JSON, if this JSON that we've just sent is null, we'll return that default image. If is null, we will return the default image. So we'll just simply say return img. Okay, so that's the first condition. The second condition, we'll go ahead and check if this JSON is having a string less than at least 3, because at least a JSON of a valid image, 2 images that we're expecting, the thumbnail and the original image, we should be having more than 3 what? More than 3 string. So we're checking if it's not empty. So we'll say if strlen of this JSON is less than what? Is less than maybe 5, or let's say okay 4, then we can return that still it should show this default image. So after doing that, now the next thing that we're going to do now, we're going to decode. Okay, JSON decode. Let us now call here the the output, or can call the obj or the objects equals JSON decode. So we're going to pass now this original JSON we're trying to decode it. Okay, so it's going to return to us an array. So let's go ahead and dump whatever we have decoded. So I'll just simply say echo and put here pre tag and then dump by simply saying print underscore r, and then we pass these objects, and then let's go ahead and now call this method and see what will come up with. So I'll copy that name, the name of the method, and then I'll come here to admin products, and I'm going to do what? I'm going to get the photo by just simply saying get thumb or get thumbnail, and then I pass this photo path, I mean the JSON, okay, of photos to this get thumb function. So let's go ahead and see what we've come up with. So if I refresh here, it's supposed to be JSON decode, not JSON encode. Okay, so I'm passing this name of the photo to this get thumb. So if I come here and I say it's going to be JSON decode, not JSON encode, JSON decode. Okay, so it's going to decode for us the JSON that we had saved in the database. So if I come and refresh, you can see we're having our JSON there, and also it is having this first image. So the next thing, this first image is inside an array. Okay, so this one is what? Is an array. So since you're getting only the thumbnail or only single image, so what you're going to first do, we're going to check if this array is not empty. So if it is empty, we'll know that something was not right, and then we'll also return again a default image. So what I'll do, I'll just simply come check here and see if these objects are not empty. So I just simply say if empty, and then we pass that. If they are empty, then I should return an empty, again a default what? A default image, or the no image. So right now if I refresh, I should be able still to see it. So there, it means that now it is not empty. So I can go ahead and get the first one, which is in this position 0. So you see, I'm able to get now these specific ones. So the next thing that I can do, I can go ahead and check if thumbnail is set. Okay, I'll check if thumbnail is set. So I don't want to crash. Okay, so I'll just simply say if is set, okay, this thumbnail, okay, I mean in position 0, and then the other dimension, since it's an object, so you have to point it. You have to point. So I'm going to check if this thumbnail is set. So in position 0, and it is an object, so I'll have to point it like this. Is set the thumbnail. Okay, so I'm going to check the opposite of it. If it is not set, then I'm going to do what? To return this, again the default image. So if I refresh, it will still bypass there, meaning that we are now okay. So now if it is set, it means that's what we're going to return, the thumbnail now. So let's go ahead and return the thumbnail by just simply saying so I don't know whether I should return it in form of array or in form of string. Of course I return in form of string, so we're going to just simply say return this. Okay, so by doing like that, we'll be able we'll be having this, the path of this image. So let's go ahead and remove this echo and then save. Okay, so that's the image. That's the simple function that will be getting for us the image from the array that we did what? That we saved in the database, or from the JSON. So let's go ahead and refresh. Everything is okay. So let's go ahead and go back to admin products, and then I'll copy this loop. So I'm going to get this method. So let's go ahead and copy that method, and we'll be passing to it this parameter of photos. So let me go ahead and delete this. Yeah, so there we're good. So here we're getting products, and then so let's go ahead and display these images. So to display these images, I'll just simply come to what? I'll just simply come to where the images are. So you can see the image is where is, let me collapse this so you can see clearly. So the image is img, oh, it's in background, I don't know. Let's say search for img. So here is our loop. This is the loop. and you can see the image is this side. So I can put it down here maybe. Now let's go ahead and put here the thumbnail. Okay, so to put the thumbnail, we'll just simply open our PHP tag, put PHP, and then close it here. So here you can put equal sign so that you should be able to display, and then you're going now to call our method that is going to do what? That's going to decode the JSON of this particular product, and we get from it a thumbnail. So I'll paste there, and then I'll go ahead and pass this pro here, and then in a position of image. Hope you can see that. Okay, see, you just get product thumb, and then I pass this pro, and then I pass photos. So at this point I should be able at least to see the products. Let us see. Beautiful. So you can see we're able to see the images of our respective products, though they are too huge, but you can go ahead and work with the dimension just like we discussed. So it is so great. At least we can see that there is a progress. So the image that we uploaded, it has successfully being displayed, and we know this is the what? It is the thumbnail. So we successfully compressed the product. So with that much said, so it means it is great now to get started. So you can add more products for you to test with. So you just simply come here to create product here, create product, and then I can add multiple products for me to test. So go ahead and add some more products for your testing. Eh? So let me add one more product. One more product. So the category is going to be kids, for example, and then I can go ahead and give it price, maybe 700, and then the selling price is 1000. And then after doing that, I'm going to go and select. I'm gonna select the photos of this product. So I should have put the photos very near for you to test with. So let me see if I can get this photo, and then I select another one. Okay, and then I also select another one. By the way, you can also do the single select. You can allow multiple photos. Let me select this one just for testing, and then lastly this. Okay, let me select that one. Okay, so those are enough for testing. So I can say some details about this photo. So let's go ahead and submit this photo, this product. Submit. So you know, since there is generation of thumbnail, it may take some time generated. So you can see it is perfect, and our product is being displayed there. Can you see? It's being displayed there. So now let's go ahead and do now the logic of listing these products to the users. So listing products to the users, first of all, we're going to begin with doing the interface. So we're going to create here a shop link, so that when you click on this shop, you see a specific link. Now let us first open our template and see and determine which one do you really need to use. So we'll come to the template here and look at shop, and then you can see different shops, shop layouts. So we have this one of grid left, so where it is a grid here, and we have some products on the left hand side. Okay, so let us look at another one. There's another one called grid sidebar. This one where it is just they are horizontal like this. Okay, horizontal. So you can decide which one to begin with. So so both styles are available, but it's up to you to decide. So this one is for listing, for squares. This one's for listing like this. So let's go ahead and begin, I think, with this one, where you can have the square one, the grid one. Let's begin with the grid one, and then maybe in the next video you can also work with the list one. So after determining that, so the next thing that we're going to do is now to create this file in our project. So in a project, you can remove this drop down and we keep this one as straight shop. When you click there, it should take you to the shop, and maybe this category is the one that will remain there. So this one should be like the main shop, straight main shop without anything. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, when you click here, it should take you to the shop straight. So we'll just simply go to our project, and then you're going to find that, of course, in the header. So we'll just simply go to where the header is, under files, under header. The header file will be there. So let's go ahead and do what? And remove. Let me remove this go tag, it's not necessary. Okay, let's go ahead and remove what? We're going to remove this shop drop down. So just simply come and search maybe shop, though you may find so many shops. Ctrl F, shop, and then I can point at it like this. So here, this is the shop that you're looking for. I think you can test it by just changing something near it and see if it will reflect. So this is the shop that you're looking for. So as we discussed, we don't need this drop down. We want it to just take us straight to the shop when someone clicks on it. So does it mean? It means that you're going to delete this drop down. You can even see it, and you collapse it here, and then you delete it. Then after, we have to remove this drop down class of relevant and leave only navlink, and then also remove this toggle drop down. Okay, so it should be a plain link. So I will refresh here. Now we have our shop. When you click there, the shop, it takes you to nowhere. So let's go ahead and create now that shop file. So here it's called shop grid. So let us go ahead and just for us we're going just call it shop.php, the default one, shop.php. So to do that, we'll just simply come here, and then we're going to create a fresh file. So we're going to call it shop.php. So this file is not created, but we have put it there in the what? In the link. It is a place where we'll be listing the products. So shop.php. Now we're going to go to the files and create it. So I'll just simply come to our project, and then we come to here, and then we're going to paste here a new file. We're going to create a new file in this product. In this project here. So I just simply come and click on top here, and then I click on this plus to create a new file. So I'm going to call it shop.php, as you can see. So let's go ahead and include the header and footer to this, because right now if you refresh and click on shop.php, it's going to show us nothing, okay, because of not put there anything. So let's go ahead and include the header and footer. So it's going to be question mark PHP, and then you close here, question mark, and put. So it's going to be require once, and then we're going to pass here files stroke what? Stroke header. Okay, so I'll copy it, put semicolon, I'll copy it and paste it here, and then put here stroke what? Stroke footer, like this. So our content will come here, our content will come here. So I save, I come and refresh, and I can see the content is there. The content is there. So now after doing that, now it means that we are going now to put the logic here of listing the products. So let's go ahead and do the what? The UI. But I can see time has gone. Let's begin from there in the next video, where we will now go ahead and create this user interface that is going to list for us the products at this point. So don't miss, in the next video we're going to proceed with what? With e-commerce development for a web e-commerce web development. And remember, subscribe the YouTube channel, and don't forget to activate that ring button, so that when we upload the next video, you're there on what? You're notified. So the next video will start from here straight. So don't miss, and see you.